When people think of Ripon Farm Services, they think of tractors, but we do so much more than that. Combine harvesting is an absolutely key part of our business.
Over 50% of the world's wheat is harvested by John Deere combines, and I think it's probably a best kept secret, but the combines are absolutely world class.
We've been producing combines worldwide for 75 years. We sell around 50% of the world's combines on a yearly basis.
I think Ripon Farm Services, first and foremost, is a people business. We're not fancy or flash, we're here to keep farmers farming.
Well, we've got some very good people. We've got some customers there who have been with us from day one. Yeah, it's been my livelihood for 60 years nearly. I like what I do.
Ripon Farm Services works from the Wash in Lincolnshire up to the Tyne and across to the Pennines.
We have 11 depots across that geographical area, and that scale gives us lots of competencies to enable us to fix almost anything anywhere.
I come from a farming background and I'm passionate about farm machinery in general, but my particular love is combines. And I've always loved John Deere combines. They're reliable, they perform exceptionally well, they have the highest level of technology to make them the most efficient machine that you can buy.
There's three ranges, and if we start at one end, so the T series, which is it's an entry into the John Deere combine range, but really it's a really high capacity machine. So if you're looking for something with good straw quality in a Walker combine, then there's nothing else on the market that can touch it as far as capacity and the bulk of straw that you can get out of the field at the end of the day. So the S series is our first entry into rotor technology. So obviously higher capacity thrashing now with S series, so we move away from Walkers. But the unique thing about the S series is how gentle it is on the grain. So in tests that we've got out there, we've got less than 1% cracked kernels in the tank of the combine, which really puts money into our customers' bank. But also not just gentle on the grain, but gentle on the straw as well. We come out with a straw that's actually usable and baleable in the field as well.
The X9 is an amazing machine. I was lucky enough to see it run last year, and when John Deere advertised it as the 100 tonne an hour combine, they are not lying.
The 100 tonnes an hour was a benchmark that we set ourselves, that this combine has to be able to do at least 100 tonnes an hour. And we've seen throughout last year and throughout many years of testing here in the UK that the combine easily manages that and actually exceeds that in our conditions.
I've never seen a combine actually run as quick as that in a grain crop. It's really designed for the top end users, so this will go out and replace multiple combines on some farms. But if you're looking for 100 tonnes an hour, which is what it's perfectly capable of, so 1,000 tonnes a day, it's amazing. It's the biggest combine on the market available, coupled with the HDX header with its unique belt system, then it's second to none.
Best cab on the market. We did demo some competitors a few years ago and got in the cab, and yeah, they're all right. But then when you got in the new cab of that, there was no comparison.
So here it is, big, spacious, one of the biggest cabs in the industry. I've got long legs and I can stretch them out perfectly well. One of the other key parts about this cab is with the steering wheel back, I can sit back in my seat and see right the way down into my header at the front. I'm not hunched over all day like that.
That's what sold us the combine back in 2006 originally, when we had our first John Deere combine, was the fact that you could sit back in your seat and look at the cutter bar without having to bend forward. Yeah.
Because what does that do when you have to bend forward?
Where it gives you a stiff neck, makes you grumpy when you get in the house, and the wife doesn't like you particularly.
It's widely recognised that John Deere are the leaders in precision ag. They make great equipment and they back it up with information technology systems which are so easy to use and so compatible with so many other different manufacturers' pieces of kit. Obviously our team, we call it the farm site team, they're specialists in that area, so their responsibility is to make sure that the technology side of our equipment works as well as it can do.
Good morning, Ripon Farm Services, how may I help you?
I had it last year, with it being a new machine, it was completely different to my old one, and they were great. If I wasn't quite sure, if I was struggling with one part of how to set the combine up, make a phone call, and it's great. The lads can talk me through it, they can see what's going on in the machine.
You can go in and obviously check the systems before you go out onto the job. You can find out whether there's a sensor issue or whether it's an electrical issue. before you even leave the workshop.
A lot of farming businesses are looking to technology to move them forward, and Ripon Farm Services are able to do that now with the farm site department specialising in the precision ag aspects.
For most farms, the combine harvester is the biggest machinery investment they will have. And we know that we need to do everything we can to justify that expenditure and that investment in what to them is a key product. Service and parts when it comes to combine harvesting is absolutely critical.
I take great pride in the work and looking after the machines. I take great pride in keeping the customer happy.
On the combine side, we've got around about 500 years of experience between us all, and that's including over the 11 depots and the 85 staff.
Our service manager has been here 40 years now, I think, and he knows, if he doesn't know, no one knows really.
A repair it's 100% important. Everything else stops if that machine is stopped. My attitude is get it repaired as quickly as possible. We're done with, and the customer's happy. We can't have the machine stopped.
I think we picked a shopping trolley up one evening with the header and bent an auger, and we had an auger back up here the next day and back into the combine.
We can get parts overnight in the case that we wouldn't have something on the shelf.
Ripon Farm Services carry about £6 million worth of parts across the depots.
So if we have an item in stock that a customer wants at another depot, we will move that internally same day for them.
If they're not at Langer, then it's overnight, 24 hour from Germany.
We offer a 7-day-a-week service from most of our depots, and so we have out-of-hours numbers for people if they're broken down out of those hours, and we've always been known for looking after customers.
I personally am passionate about John Deere combines because they are the most reliable, they're the most efficient, they perform fantastically well.
And obviously if you back that up with the service that we can give, it becomes almost irresistible.
Well, I think it's a worldwide brand and they see it as a quality product.
We're here to keep farmers farming, and fundamentally, from a farmer's perspective, you get high quality products with great backup. There's not much to go wrong.
We've been John Deere for as long as I can remember. They're comfy, they're reliable. Well, to me personally, I think they're the best.